I heard some gaming news this week. Bethesda is going to make Indiana Jones game. Indiana Jones, I think, fits in with a lot of what Bethesda did, like Fallout, Skyrim, and stuff like that. Imagine just being Indiana Jones and going to find like all these like relics and stuff like that.
You know, what really stokes me about this is that our graphics are pretty tight nowadays, because I could see how this would probably flop back in the day. You know, you
Harrison
get to
Ford
play.
will probably be doing his own stunts in the video game as well.
I believe that Harrison Ford is he's an icon. I think this is tight, dude. The bar is definitely for me in video games. The bar is low. I feel like every time I always get let down. So hopefully this isn't like a flop. I'm hoping for the best. What trips me out is it's probably going to be an Xbox exclusive.
Oh yeah, they got bought, huh?
Yeah, all these PS5 boys, they won't get to be Harrison
I
Ford for Christmas.
I don't think they're gonna block them off from PlayStation. There's too big of a market to do that. But if Xbox wants to say, "Hey, buy our console, play our games," they could totally do that.
Exactly. And what is it called? Xbox One? Is that what the new one's called?
Uh, the Xbox One X, right?
Xbox One X. Is that flying off the shelves like the PS5 is? Because PS5 is hot.
I don't think so. No, maybe because they're still both sold out everywhere.
That's true. They are both sold out everywhere.
I kind of
I just,
gave up on looking for them, to be honest.
you know what? Say, man, I was like, I could drop 5 bills, or I could invest that into like a PC. You know, build like
Okay.
a badass PC. So that's probably the route that I'm gonna go. And you can play half this crap on like Stadia or like PlayStation. PlayStation has like this thing where you can play PS exclusives.
What what kind of like gets me sad about this Indiana Jones game is that we're probably not going to see it for another 5 years.
You think that long?
Yeah, because what else do they have? Bethesda had another Skyrim game, like another sequel to Elder Scrolls, and then they're working
Oh
on
yeah.
Indiana Jones games. That game alone, I mean, it's been what, like 10 years since the sequel to Skyrim. I just downloaded Skyrim again today.
I don't know how fake of news this is, but I just clicked on a link that said Bethesda not interested in Elder Scrolls or Fallout. Oh no, this is movies. Okay, I was gonna say, dang, they're just cutting it all off. That would break a
Hey,
lot of hearts.
Google's listening, dude. It already
Google
threw
is
up a
listening.
it already threw up a Bethesda ad.
I'm pretty Google efficient. I Google everything because I don't know anything.
In other gaming news, Cyberpunk is getting sued left and right now.
Are they really?
I guess when these games are coming out, investors obviously invest in these, and they're supposed to have a finished product. And since they've pushed it back so many times, I think they pushed it back like 3 times. And the
Damn.
product that they brought out, people are pissed. Like they're like, "This isn't the game that we invested in," so they're getting sued left and right now.
I haven't played it. I've heard nothing but it's mostly mixed, more good things about this game.
The glitches are the best, dude. Like
Yeah, that's what I heard.
it just breaks. Like people were playing it and it just breaks. There's like a glitch where like someone gets thrown across the map. If you like open like a car door, you're just thrown across the map.
I just want to make like my wiener really big and shoot rockets out of it. Can I do that? I'm just reading right here that they're getting sued because of the botched launch. Poor guys. Just reading right now, a class action lawsuit was filed on Thursday by a New York-based law firm that Cyberpunk publisher CD Projekt allegedly violating federal security laws.
Oh fuck, really?
Yeah,
What did they do?
I don't know. I'm still reading. Saying the bugs are fixed. I don't know. So
They were behind the attack on the Capitol.
for sure, yeah, dude, right? Cyberpunk in a class action lawsuit. So dude, I think this game is gonna be like a cult classic because it's already getting so much shit for it.
This game's gonna be done in like 3 years. That's what happened with No Man's Sky.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like you got to you had to have played it to be like you don't understand, man. This game was the best.
Anyways, let's go to some new music. What have you listened to this week?
New music, man. Unfortunately, with this whole COVID thing and working from home, I have not listened to much new music. I will be the first to tell you that I suck at listening to new music. Probably the latest album that I did listen to was Fit for a King's new album. My buddy Daniel just is in that band and rocking it. So I'd probably say that's the first album or the most recent through and through album that I've listened to.
I listened to a new Era song the
Dude,
other day.
Era is they're the best.
Yeah, they're the
They
shit, dude.
are the fucking best.
They're
God,
they're really underrated though.
oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. And then like you play some Era to somebody, and you're like, damn, this band rocks. I'm like, yeah, welcome to the freaking Era train, bro.
I
Welcome to
think
the new era.
I think this is their, I want to say, fifth or sixth studio album. Comes out in March.
Really,
Yeah.
dude, I'm all in for it. I think I got on the Era train. let's see here, maybe an album or two ago. So I was a Pose dog because I'm not an Era fan from day one.
Oh, okay. You know what you have to listen to? Hold on. Let me see what it is.
Is it called Skyline?
No. It's called Divisionary. That's what it's called.
The Visionary. Okay. So I will admit that I got into Era in 2018 with Neon.
Oh,
That
okay,
album,
yeah, that was a great album, dude.
Chef's Kiss, baby. That one is so good. So
Um,
good.
okay, so check out. Have you heard Corey Taylor's solo music?
No, I have not. And I'm kind of scared because I love Slipknot. I don't want it to be
Okay,
awful. Is
I
it
know
awful?
Oh yeah, it's really bad. I know he has like 2 songs on the radio right now, but they're on like the classic rock stations.
Ugh. Is
So
it Puddle of Mud freaking Nirvana cover terrible? Not really stoked on this. The video's not that bad.
the video's really good, but the song
Yeah.
is trash, dude. And I guess he just wants to do something different other than Slipknot. But I mean, Stone Sour was okay. That was kind of like his solo stuff too.
Yeah. I think Stone Sour was his first band, and then he got into Slipknot, and then he's always been in that, right?
I'm not too sure on that one, but I just know that
Ian, this is a joke, right? This is a
sucks,
parody song, right? Like,
it sucks, dude. There's another one called like Black Eyes Blue or something like that. That's the one that's on the radio. That one, I think this probably song's on the radio too, but this fucking song sucks, dude.
Corey Taylor's even reacting like, "What the f is this?" in the song.
Because I've seen like his acoustic stuff that he did on he did like this tour for his book, and he would just like did like these acoustic performances, and every single one is really good. And then his follow up to it is this stuff.
Ian, this is awful.
Yeah, it's really bad.
This is a joke. The people are eating it up in the comments.
Yeah, I know. I don't. Really,
Am I missing it?
Now that we're on the subject of music, this tripped me out the other day. Hold on. So check this out. What we lived through and didn't even like realize how important this year was. So 2004 had some of the most influential albums that I think that graced our generation. So listen to this. Listen to this list. 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, My Chemical Romance. Is a Real Boy Say Anything? The Used in Love and Death.
Damn.
Under Oath, They're Only Chasing Safety. Newfound Glory's Catalyst. Let It Enfold You by Census Fail.
Yes.
Palm Trees and Power Lines with Sugar Cult. Dear Diary. Oh wait, that really long title from first to last album.
Okay. Sonny was like 16 in that band too.
Alexis On Fire, Watch Out album. Sirens and Condolences by Bayside. That good
Bayside.
What's that good Charlotte album? The Chronicles of Life and Death. Dude, all this came out in 2004.
What? So let's see how many of those I still listen to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost
Chuck,
all of them.
Sum 41's Chuck album.
Okay.
Reliant K.
Oh, I love that. I love that one song. I really love that. I still love that one song.
I used to have this whole playlist on my Xbox back in the day, dude.
Dude, for sure. Funny story. I was streaming some Census Fail on my Twitch, and I was like, 2004. Who's gonna hit me up about this? Sure enough, the first like 10 minutes of my stream was copywritten. Can't play
Really?
it. I was like, Drive Through Records, lay off, bud. Like, I don't know if they were signed to Drive Through at that point, but either way.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny about Twitch now is that I'm seeing a lot of streams of people just opening Pokemon cards.
Yeah, dude, Pokemon is back. And I hit you up the other day. I found an original pack and I sold it for $225. Just a booster pack. Like,
really?
What is there, 8 cards in there? Yeah, $225. Still had the original sticker on it. We paid $5 for it.
I wonder if they opened it. Do you think they opened it?
Oh man, I don't know. I honestly don't care. After $225, you can do whatever you want with it. But I remember you telling me to open it, and I was like, negative, sir.
Yeah, dude, because what if it had a Charizard in it and you just lucked out on fucking
55
grand, dude?
Yeah, but what were the odds of you getting a Charizard when you were a kid? Slim to none.
You know what? I didn't get in the first edition of cards. I didn't get a Charizard.
I didn't either.
I got a Blastoise in my first pack. I do remember that.
Oh damn. I got a Venusaur. I'm pretty sure of it. I always wanted Charizard because my favorite color was red back in the day.
Since this year is the 25th anniversary, I feel old.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Um, so this year they're reprinting the original um, base set of cards,
Uh-huh.
but they're going to be on gigantic cards.
Oh,
Like
that's cool.
they're going to be like this big, and every week there's going to be a new pack released. And right now I can't find packs at all.
Yeah.
I got back into collecting it, and I can't find any packs at all. Like as soon as like they go up in stock, they're gone. It's crazy.
Really?
I guess they're doing something with Katy Perry for the 25th anniversary.
Oh.
I don't know why Katy Perry, but
Because she has fireworks. Duh, Ian. Have you ever written a song called Fireworks? No.
no.
Exactly. You respect Katie. You respect Katie. This is for Katie. I would collect the big cards, but I feel like it's just too hot right now. Like, there's no way you're gonna get one. You know what I mean? And especially because like the Pokemon Go app, that's still a thing. People are still rocking around with that.
I play every day, dude.
So do I. I send you gifts every day.
Yeah. I play so much that I run out of gifts.
Dude. One thing I hate about that game is you can't get what you want out of your gifts. I need revives in the worst way. Like half of my Pokemon are half dead or dying, and I'll get a gift from you, and it's like, here's 6 regular Pokeballs. Like, I don't need those, bro. I don't need regular Pokeballs.
I was going through some Netflix stuff because just I haven't been able to watch like anything for the past few months. And the other day, Netflix released this documentary about the Night Stalker.
Oh, bruh.
Have you seen it yet?
I finished it. It's good.
Dude, it's crazy,
great.
right?
It's super great. Yeah.
Dude, the part at the end when he's with this, I guess he's with the San Francisco cops.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, you remember those murders on the hill like a year ago?" He's like,
It gives details, bruh.
He was like, "It was me." So that means there's actually more victims that he could have had.
Oh yeah, because there's that. What is it, like 3 months of him not doing anything?
It was longer than that, dude. It was like
yeah,
it was like almost a year of him not doing anything, and they said there's no way.
He's a freaking psycho. There's no way he didn't do shit. There's absolutely no way.
I was so into that documentary that when they got to the part where the mayor of San Francisco like totally blew it.
Oh, bro! Spoilers, by the way, if you haven't seen this. Yeah, the mayor dropped the ball, dude, in the worst way.
Me and my girlfriend were watching it, and we're like tripping out that they tracked this dude for a shoe print, and he had the only pair that was bought in LA.
The only pair of that shoe. Well, it's crazy. Like they figured out what shoe it was. Then they're like, okay, how many of them come to the United States? Cool. How many of those came to LA? 1. Damn, son, we got this dude. But then it didn't turn out to be as quick of a find. But even still, like they linked him back to all those murders because of that damn shoe. And that shoe was not cute. Let's just be real.
What was it? An Avia? What was that?
Yeah, an Avia. I don't know. I'm not a runner, bro. Look at my body type. Yeah, Avia shoes. I wonder if they still make those Night Stalker hitters.
They have the Night Stalker line.
Oh, the Night Stalker line.
I would have ran with that, dude. If I worked in like, fucking like marketing, and be like, dude, let's make a shirt. Let's make a shoe. The Night Stalker Avia 9s.
Oh, it was Dianne Feinstein that jeopardized it all.
Oh, yeah, didn't she become like a senator after that or something?
Yeah, she's big deal. She's a big deal. She moved on upward, I should say. Oh man, I'm gonna see if they still make these bad boys. I ran a marathon one time, or sorry, fake news. I ran half a marathon one time, and I wore Avias.
Really?
Yeah, they're super comfortable. Honestly, the best shoe I'd ever worn.
It's good for murdering.
Good for getting out quick, you know. Oh, this is gonna be a buzzkill. I can't find it.
Let me see.
I'm such a good Googler.
Avia.
Oh, here we go. I got them. These are ugly, bro. They look like the Skechers Shape Ups. Remember those?
Yeah.
Terra Peak.
I think the shoe is just like discontinued, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be associated with what went down in those kicks. Looks like there's still some out there, and it looks like these little trendy hipsters are rocking them.
I bet you they're super going for like stupid prices on like eBay or something like that.
Would you buy them?
If I had like a serial killer collection.
You don't like serial killers? Or what is the T-shirt?
Look at
Serial
look at
killers and chill.
the vintage '80s Avia basketball 816 going for $250 on eBay.
Avia 816. Those are ugly, bro.
Fuck yeah.
I'm not buying them.
Do you think these are better than the Yeezys or nah? Oh, I remember these shoes.
I remember them too. But didn't he have the low ones?
Yeah,
And
he had
those,
the low ones.
I get you some right now for $65. You wear a 9.5 or what? What are you rocking?
10, 11.
Damn, never mind.
Yeah, dude.
We'll cut the toes off, or you cut the toes open so your little toesies
You know
can hang
what?
out.
It's not because my foot is long. It's because my fucking foot is wide as shit, dude.
Okay, we'll just get you a 9.5W, bro.
I got Donald Duck feet, bro.
These shoes are ugly. Don't buy them. Don't kill anybody, first of all. And if you had to, don't do it in these shoes. Not a fashion statement.
So did you hear that Disney canceled their
annual passes?
Yeah, dude. Isn't that crazy?
Bro, pour one out for the homies.
So they said that they canceled the annual pass because to lessen like the volume of people that are going to go once it opens.
For sure. But honestly, it's a money grab. Look at everything that they've done. This has been in the works. You know what I mean? They got rid of like the SoCal Select. They got rid of, paying monthly. Then they were out of, commission for a while. And then COVID was just, I feel like the nail on the coffin. They're like, cool, we can get out of this scot-free because everyone's pass is going to be expired. No more passes. Now you got to pay full price. Haha.
How much was it to get into Disneyland? Because I had...
Bro, it's 160, 125, 165 or something like that?
No, dude, it was like $200. Like,
that's one. No, you said Disneyland. You didn't say Park Hopper, bro. That's just one.
Okay, Park Hopper. It was like $200, wasn't it?
Yeah, and you had to go on certain days because it was like some days were 165 and some days were 125, and added the other park. It was kind of crazy. Let's see here.
I remember when Galaxy's Edge opened up, and there was nobody at Disneyland. It was like a huge ass flop for Disney, and there was nobody there. You were able to just walk in there whenever you wanted to.
Oh yeah. So here we go. What day is it today? The 17th. So if we would have gone today of last year in 2020, it was $150 just to go into Disneyland. So then that's not even adding on to.
It was around this time last year. I think it was on the 14th when my pass expired. So we got like a full year of Disneyland before it closed.
So do you think they're still going to do those like park bundler type things? Like you can get 4 days, because I'm looking at a thing right here. It says 4 days for $290.
So think of it this way. When they open, they're only going to allow so Florida only allows like 35% capacity.
Yeah.
So think about how much they're going to jack the ticket prices up for people that are going to want to go be that 35% that goes in that day.
Let's look it up. I don't think that they're jacking it up because I don't know if they're getting the capacity. That's stupid. It's Disney World. Of course they're getting the capacity.
Oh yeah, Disney World and like Universal Studios have hit full capacity over there now. By now, I saw that report. Like they're just letting people in.
Let's go to the Magic Kingdom, even though that's the worst park at Disney World.
Really?
It's not my favorite at all. It's like there's some cool things that are in there, but like say for example, like It's a Small World. Our It's a Small World is 10 times better than theirs. Their It's a Small World is comparable to like Peter Pan.
Honestly, I can't even like see how that ride could get any worse. That shit is fucking annoying and creepy,
to be fair, I don't know if ours if we have anything to brag about it being that huge, because that's so much real estate to like other kick-ass rides, because we can't build anything, you know what I mean?
They have more acres of land over there too,
so tons and tons, bro. Unless you want to book a flight, and then we'll just go to Disney World and we can come back and on episode 2 just tell everyone how it was.
Dude, I'm down. My unemployment kicks in tomorrow, dude.
Let's go, bro. Let us go. I mean, the hours are up. Honestly, the best park there, in my opinion, was Epcot. Epcot was tight, and then Animal Kingdom, right behind. My buddy, as soon as they put out the thing that they're canceling, what's it called, Disneyland, the annual passes, he said, "Screw it." Him and his wife, they're going to Epcot or to Disney World on freaking Valentine's Day. So they had that money saved up for when they get the passes back, just to buy in full. because that's what they do. That's their thing. And they said no more. So they had that lump sum and just screw it. We're going to Disney World.
What is it?
Tickets, it's looking at like $107 per day for Disney World.
What the fuck? Really?
Yeah. I'm just doing 2 days right here, one park per day. Because realistically, you want to do one park per day.
Park
5
day.
days is 88 bones. So let's do 88 times 5. 450 for 5 days.
Oh, that's not bad, dude. That was like a price of 2 tickets here. For a day.
Exactly. Exactly. Or even that down payment to get into the damn into the annual pass system. Because remember, you couldn't just like pay your monthly. You'd had to pay your original ticket and then your monthly came out the next day. Those greedy bastards. Streaming concerts, man.
You know,
I know you're in a.
I just played one yesterday.
I know. I was gonna say. I know you're in a band, and I know you're trying to see, how to get your music and yourself out there. But what do you think of like all these big time bands putting out concerts?
I guess they're kind of in a situation where you got to do what you got to do because that whole music industry is down, dude.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
The money in the music industry is touring, and they can't tour. So the second thing is like residuals from your music. And if you're like a really big artist like the Foo Fighters or Drake or something like that, you've been gliding through this pandemic. You haven't
Easy. Yeah.
But if you're a small little band that was just getting started out, just got signed, like you're not making any money. You just go back to your regular day job. You know what I mean?
True.
So
yeah, that's a good point.
we played a live stream yesterday, and it definitely was a different experience. Now that we can make the excuse for 2 people being in the room, it was like, oh, it's because we did a live stream. It's because of COVID.
Yeah. Exactly.
But we did get like a good 500 views, 600 views on just the Facebook live stream. So I mean,
That's good, man.
People will watch it because there's no concerts right now, so that's the next best thing is doing a live stream. But you know what? To be honest, I haven't seen a lot of bigger bands do live streams. Like I've maybe seen like a handful of them, but not a lot of them.
I think the biggest band that I've seen do it, and I'm talking maybe in like the metalcore, hardcore scene, is probably ABR, and they did their Christmas special.
Yeah, that one was cool. I really liked that one.
I liked that one, and I was down to pay for that one because it's like Christmas. You're not doing much, but like Silverstein had a stream, and it was like a couple bucks, and I was like, I'm not gonna pay for that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a big Silverstein fan.
If you're a hardcore fan and you're giving them like incentives, kind of like the way Kickstarter or like GoFundMe works, if you pay like a certain amount of money, you should get like something.
Yeah, and I think ABR, like, you paid and you got like an actual like hard copy ticket. My favorite, the way that they did it was Fit for a King. They recorded their whole thing and it was free. And the cool thing is that if you were watching during that stream, they were selling merch and it was exclusive to that stream. Like, you weren't going to be able to get it else after. And so like they had like, it looked like a band shirt with like, concert dates, but it said like, global pandemic virtual concerts. And they have like the lanyards, but it was all for that specific event. And like after that, no more. And I was like, that's freaking awesome, because that you were with, if you see somebody else with that shirt on, be like, we sat at the computer for 2 hours and watched Fit for a King. You know what I mean? Like, and it was cool. They came on after and like chat with everybody on Kirby's Twitch.
You know who did I saw bits and pieces of it, but you know who had a really good one was Architects.
Oh, really? I missed it. That was like on a Friday too, though, right?
Yeah, it was at like this huge like hall in England, but it was amazing. Like the couple tracks that I saw, I think that they're on YouTube. Someone actually like recorded it, but it's so good.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. The only reason I don't know, I guess I don't have an excuse because COVID. I should have been home on Friday. I'm pretty sure I was at home, but like video games and that, you know what I mean? Like, that's most of the time that I'm able to stream with or play video games with all my friends, because people don't work the next day. You can play till like 3 a.m. type of thing.
Is outside dining open in your area?
So I still live in LA County, and that's a negative.
Oh, but you're in LA County. Okay, that's not what.
But if you go a couple streets over, it's San Bernardino County, and COVID don't cross those lines. You know what I mean?
Apparently not, dude.
COVID don't cross the line over there. They don't get out of line. But I'm not gonna out any restaurants out there, but yeah, you can definitely drive by and see some folks, eating outside,
standing on the borderline for the county, just
Just nah, he's got a shotgun and checking temps. COVID. Grah.
So what's this breakdown of the week you wanted me to check out?
All right, breakdown of the week. I have one, and I hope you, because you've been listening to some tunes, some tunage. My breakdown of the week is by a band called Gideon.
I just listened to Gideon today too. That's funny you say that. What song?
And the song is called "Take Me."
Have you not listened to this album yet?
I listened to the first song and then this one, and I was just like feeling something. I don't know how I felt. If you're listening on the pod, the song is called "Take Me" by Gideon, and I want to start it at 1 minute and 39 seconds. You can obviously listen to the song, but this is where it gets a little chuggy. So Ian, let me know when you're ready, and we can do a reaction together, bud.
What was it? 1 minute and 35 seconds.
1 minute and 39 seconds, and it is Gideon. Take Me.
Ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
This is so tight.
Damn, son.
Those harmonics are the reason I live, dude.
God, that you see that bass string just rattling,
dude,
barely hanging on, barely hanging on.
Call Lifeline for that bass string, dude. That is fucked up.
Oh, dude, it was so good. So the first time I heard it, and he was like saying something with the, with the drums, and then the guitar like dun 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 dun, and I was just like, I don't like it. Heard it the second time, I was like, I fucking like this. I like this a lot.
It's funny you say that because that album took me a couple to listens to finally like it. And not saying it's a bad album. I don't think it's a bad album at all. But there's something about the riffs that just don't feel like complete. You know what I mean?
That first song was a miss for me, and I think this is number 2 on that album. And I was like, this is good. So I should probably sit down before I throw some criticism out there and actually listen to it all, because I freaking love Gideon. I've loved Gideon. Damn.
That's that southern hardcore, dude. It's different than like normal hardcore. It's
really, I mean, the video alone, they're driving like a Trans Am. Dude's got a country shirt on, country band t-shirt on. They got chains sticking out, like, bruh.
It's really based off of hip hop too. I feel like the hip hop influence in it.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. I was in from Koss. Yeah, from 2011. I've been riding with these boys. All right, real question while we're waiting here. The Ghost Inside Aftermath, did you cry?
There's always something about the Ghost Inside that kind of you get the same thing every time. Like, I like the Ghost Inside, don't get me, but I really feel like I know what to expect when I hear a Ghost Inside album. You know what I mean?
Yes. Because they're a melodic hardcore band. Like, there's only so many melodies you can string out.
Well, what sucks about that album is that they got canceled like the day their album came out.
I know, freaking bass player.
So it probably really affected them. But overall, I listened to the whole thing, and I will say I think it is a lot better than that Dear Youth album that they had, because I didn't like that album at all.
That album hurt me because it just was it Faith and Forgiveness was the one before that?
No, that was
Unspoken.
Take what you take.
Yeah.
Get what you take, or something like that. But I know what album you're talking. You're talking about Returners.
Yeah,
that was like an album that set the bar for what
Returners was. Yes, it is Returners. That album was everything. Remember, we went to go see, you were there, right? We went to go see them at that hardcore. No. They played a surprise show in Pomona, and the band, I think it was me and Nat that went to go see that, and the band that was headlined to play that show, it was at the pizza place, Pizza Beer and Wings.
Oh, okay.
They played it. They played there, and the headliners was they posted like, come check out this band called The Returner, and everyone was like, dude, this is a Ghost Inside freaking secret show, and it was. My buddy Chris broke his nose in the mosh pit to that.
Do you remember when we used to see them as a dying dream, like down the street at Smart City Grinds?
It's very true. Yeah. Remember Smart City Grinds? Oh.
It's
What a
it's Max's Mexican
Mex-
cuisine now.
good margaritas. That's all I'll say. Paramore even played at Smart City Grinds.
So did Data Remember. Everyone played there, dude. It was like a
I played.
main.
I played with the Data Remember at that place.
Yeah, didn't Paramore play that show too, or something like that?
We played with them the next, like a little bit farther down the line, but not too much farther. But yeah, they played there too. Speaking of music, since we're like, you're still in a band and I used to be in a band, what's the weirdest place that you've ever played a show?
I wouldn't say weirdest, but like awkward. It was this time we played. It was just like one of my first bands, but we played at like this like pizza slash bar place,
Mm-hmm.
and uh the only people that were there to see us were people there to drink and enjoy their drinks. So it was really fucking weird, dude.
Ooh,
Yeah, it was
that's
really
rough.
awkward. But I always
That's
thought
rough.
like metalcore or hardcore bands like don't belong in a bar setting.
No, you have to be going to see a metalcore band, and like you have to put your metalcore hat on to go to a metalcore show. You can't just be like casually walking by a bar like, oh, these kids rip. I mean, I'm pretty sure that does happen, but few and far between. The weirdest place I ever played a show at was an oil change place.
What the
So
fuck? Really?
yeah, yeah. Um, it's funny. There's a picture out there somewhere, but at the bottom of the oil change place was like a storage area, and we all just like kind of piled down the stairs. The merch was actually in the lobby of the oil oil shop, and people were hardcore dancing or dancing down there, and the floor was so low that people were hitting their hands on the roof, and there was a pole in the middle of the floor,
Dude, that's when shows like they would just pop up anywhere. Remember when
anywhere and everywhere.
everyone's
Yeah,
doing shows at Taste of Texas in
yeah,
downtown
yeah.
Covina? That was like the place to do it there too.
I remember speaking of the last show at the oil change place, we got a kid's Elmo costume. We cut the arms off and cut the legs off, and they tucked it on me. So I played in an Elmo like tube top. I was a lot skinnier back then, but I played in an Elmo tube top. And there's a picture of me just like going like this with the bass in an Elmo tube top. And then
That's
Thomas wrote on my back Thug Life like as a tramp stamp. It was great.
was that March of Cadence?
That band was March of Cadence. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I remember March of Cadence.
That band probably had the most. I don't know. Both bands had zero to no success, but for that time, it was pretty cool getting like free shirts and free pants.
That was the thing to do back then, dude. Just go to
Yeah.
shows. I remember
Oh,
I think
yeah.
we all had at least one friend that got their nose broken at Smart City.
I remember
Remember shit?
Andrew
Oh
got
yeah,
his
yeah.
nose broken at what was it as Blood Runs Black?
Oh no, it wasn't as Veterans Black.
Great Scott.
It was Great Scott. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Great
Remember,
Scott.
I saw that fool pop his nose back
Ugh.
in.
One time I played Smart City Grinds, and Martin was he's been my best friend, one of my best friends for a long time. I would get him into the shows, and he would carry my shit up on stage for me, and like plug in all my shit.
What
So it
the
was like cool, yeah,
dude?
yeah,
I need friends like that. I
yeah,
carried
dude,
all my own shit last night. Okay.
fucking nerd. Anyway, hold on. So Martin went up there, and he would go to the shows with me, and he would never really go into the pit. So then one time we did go into the pit together, and he just threw like a fucking boom, and I was just standing there, cracked me straight in the mouth, instant pop, just bleeding everywhere. And then I was like, Martin, don't you ever go into a pit with me again, you son of a bitch. You made me bleed so much. And then my grandpa picked us up. He's like, what happened to you? And I was like, tell him, Martin, what happened to me?
Dude, you remember when I think oh yeah, okay, it was with you. We went to go see Prada and a Day to Remember at the Knitting Factory in LA. It was right across. It was Prada headlined it, and then it was a Day to Remember, Sky Eats Airplane in Emarosa.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
Are you sure it was me?
Yeah, it was me, you, Jelly, and Robert.
Oh, okay. I
And
blocked those memories out.
remember we didn't get in. We almost didn't get in. Like we bought tickets to it, and they oversold tickets.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do remember that.
That was the first show that I ever circle pit at,
Really?
and it was for a Day to Remember, and I remember it was either you or Jelly that threw me into the circle pit,
Probably me.
and
Sounds like a Vince move.
the pit was going, and I
Yeah.
tripped and like the whole entire circle pit fell on me.
Fucking speed bump.
Dude, I had never been so scared in my fucking life. I remember my glasses were on the floor, and I was
my
like
glasses.
I was reaching for my glasses, dude.
Dude, the first pit I'd ever been in, and it was a circle pit, was I went to see 36 Crazy Fists with my cousin Richie, and I was like a freshman, if that.
I forgot that band existed.
Dude, that first album was dope, or at least the one that I got introduced to them. So 36 Crazy Fists, I was maybe 14, 13, 14, 125 soaking wet, maybe. We're in the circle pit, and I was like feeling myself. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking doing it. Then this big 6'3", maybe 320-pound guy, is going the opposite direction, and I'm like, why are these people avoiding this guy? This dude fucking boom blows me up. I land flat on my back, and I'm just like, I'm never doing this again. He goes and picks me up by my shirt, just pulls me up in the air, and he's like, yeah, and he puts me back down and starts going. I'm like, I'm out. Like, fuck this, dude. This is awful. I don't ever want to do this again. But I still enjoy a good circle pit. But the first one I ever did, I got blasted. I got laid out.
I think one of my favorite memories of with you in going to concerts was when we went to Bamboozle 2009.
Hell, yeah, I was just about to bring that up.
And that was the first time we saw Parkway Drive.
Yeah.
And they played on like some tiny little stage, and that's when Horizons had just dropped.
They played on the Winds of Plague played on that stage too, right? Or no, Winds of Plague was on one stage, and then they played on the other stage. Remember, it was like right across from each other.
They played at the same time during. I forgot who it was. They played at the same time someone else was, but I remember you asked me like, "Hey, you want to go in? Like, you want to go in the pit?" And we saw this big MMA full with fucking brass knuckles, just hitting people in the pit, and we're like, "Fuck that! No way!"
Never mind, dude. Fuck that.
That was the first time I saw Attack also, and that's when I witnessed everyone actually get down to the techno dance part.
Yeah, that album is still iconic, although not good. I know it still holds up. It's still good.
Have you listened to the new song?
I saw your reaction to it, and I was like, yes, I'll be so into this. I'm ready to throw my glow sticks in the air. Negative, no glow sticks needed. I was like, I'm out.
It's super radio.
Yeah, which is cool, man. Hey, I'll be Taylor Swift's bass player any day. You know what I mean? I'll sell out right now. I'll be in a super hardcore band, and then they're like, "You want to be Taylor Swift's bass player?" Yes, I do. You're damn right I do.
You know what? I'm right there with you, dude. Like, I'll fucking play for Lionel Richie or some shit like that.
Oh, dude, Bruno Mars, throw me in that. Also, I really like Bruno Mars. That kid's got some good stage energy, but yeah, dude, I'm at the point in my life where like I'm not making it big in it playing any music, so I'm not good enough either. I hardly play, but if they are like, "Hey, you want to play for T Swift?" Yep.
In fact, your fucking bass is right here, dude.
Yeah, thanks. You still have my bass. You see my other ladies over there? Those hardly get touched. So since we're on the topic of musics and whatnot, I've recently come across this game called Clone Hero. It is amazing. It's basically Guitar Hero, but there's current songs because, as you know, Guitar Hero hasn't been in production in many moons. It's a community-based game where like people are, creating charts, and you can play like jams to your favorite band. Like, let's see, for example, here who I have in my list. It's pretty cool too because first of all, the game's free. It's you can play on your keyboard, or you can find if your old Wii guitar, if you have a Wii guitar or a PlayStation guitar from back in the day, you can just sync it up to your PC. But I didn't have any of those, so I bought 2 guitars off of Amazon. They were $40. So basically, here's just
crazy that those are like collector's items now. The guitars from Guitar Hero.
Okay, so my buddy Daniel, he plays in Fit for a King. He has a stream. He has a Twitch page going, and he plays songs over there with his fans and whatnot. But him and I were like talking when he was first getting it going, and I sent him to Frankincense to get a guitar. Homie paid $150 for a guitar, for a legit Guitar Hero guitar. Thing didn't even work. He had to go to some guy in Orange County to get it soldered and some wires like readapted to it. And so when it came time for me to buy my guitar, I was like, "Oh, dude, you want to go with me to Frankincense?" He's like, "No." I found after all this research, just go and get a Wii controller from either online or they have the ones that you can just purchase. They're not brand named from Amazon for $40. So I went that route and got them. But it's crazy. So for example, here, like I have Counterparts on here. I have Defeater. I've got Fit for a King, Phineas, Suicide Silence, Tool. Yeah, I have Brand New, Balance and Composure. Like I can
That's
play
sick.
all these songs on Guitar Hero. Um, and it's free. Like every song that you want. Like there's also another way you can like just search up on Chorus to see if they have that song out there. So for example, you're thinking of something like, damn, I really want to play this. You look it up. If they have it, you just unzip the file and load it into your thing, and you can just play these songs. I have Knock Loose on there. Dude, it's
So
so sick.
the subject of video games. So I watched a documentary today about just how like video games started, the whole thing with Atari, all that, right? Um, did you know that when Super Nintendo came out, now this is before the internet and all this, right? That there was a helpline that you could call if you were stuck on the game. They actually had people that were your job was to know the whole level of each map on each game
Yeah.
through their entire catalog of games. You have to memorize the entire thing, and you would take 50 to 100 calls a day
What?
as a video. It was called a Nintendo game counselor.
Oh my god.
So they were interviewing it, the documentary is called High Score. It's on
Mhm.
Netflix. Um,
Okay, I'm gonna put that on the list and watch that.
yeah. So the guy that they were talking to said that he would eventually started going crazy because um he would just be playing video games. Like it took the fun like right out of it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So also on this documentary, it gets into RPGs and like the where RPGs came from, like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that.
Love me some D&D.
And then there was like a um there was a gay version of Dungeons and Dragons or something like that, and they called it Gay Blade.
You're lying.
I
I'm
swear
googling
to
this.
God, it's called Gay Blade.
I don't believe you. Okay.
So Gay Blade was made, and it was like an indie kind of thing. Like this guy made it, and he back then you could code your own games and make your own games, and he like moved from his house with all the copies of had this Gay Blade, and he had the movers deliver the stuff, and it just got lost, and he bought it.
Oh,
He bought it back for like an undisclosed amount of money, but he bought it at like a collectible. But there was such a thing called Gay Blade.
yeah. It's thought to be the first LGBT themed video game. Came out in 1992. Damn, son. This. I mean, the graphics look tight. It looks like super 80s, like New York 80s with the spray paint on the wall type shit. Game Blade. Oh, that's
Dude,
awesome. So, is this game gonna be playable? Can we play this game at all?
there's so many in those early days of like Atari and all that.
Yeah.
There was so many games that were like made and just forgotten about, and that was like one of those games because RPG games weren't like a thing.
True.
RPG games, they were made in basically someone's house.
Yeah. My uncle um was really into making his own games, and I guess it's my great uncle rather, but yeah, they made a bunch of games. And my grandpa said that they would play them, and they'd be working for like 15 seconds, and they just bomb out.
So if you guys like what you saw here today, make sure to like and subscribe. To Vince, what's your Twitch?
My Twitch is at gumballhead __. My Instagram is at Bruce Willis. It'd be sick if you came and hung out with me. I stream like twice a week on Twitch. It's pretty cool.
And follow me on Instagram and YouTube. It's just my name, Ian Para. I talk about movies and all that stuff like that. But thank you for watching our first podcast. We will see you guys next time.
Cheers, homies.